We're going to go and talk to Dr. Adams now about the GPI, that's the Grand Parade Investments, Colts Guineas, the Cape Guineas that comes to us on the 17th of December, a Group 1 event, and with it comes a great incentive and a fantastic idea that Dr. Adams has come up with. So we're going to go now and find out a little bit more. Dr. Adams from Grand Parade Investments. The Cape Guineas is not far away again, and it's wonderful to have your brand behind the big Group 1.
Yeah, look, we decided to continue, and I think we're taking a different approach this year because for the first 3 years we focused on the little kiddies and really made them feel good. We're not stopping, we're taking that somewhere else, and my daughter has got a whole activation around Christmas for the children. And I just felt that if we're going to continue with the Guineas, we need to embrace another part of the needy, and that's the aged.
Yeah, so tell us about your foundation and how come you're focusing on them this year?
Look, I come from a very poor town called Kensington. It used to be called the States and Fractiton. And quite frankly, we lived in an environment where we were dependent on all these different NGOs like Shawco and so on. And Shawco built this old age home in Kensington, and Shawco went down, and through Grand West we resuscitated Shawco. And today we pump in quite a few millions to get Shawco on the road. We have about 10 Pentechnicons on the road, and we look after about 8,000 to 10,000 outpatients in rural areas, which is an amazing job that these students do. So I went to a function there where they begged me to look at the old age home, and I was shocked to see in the condition that it was in. So we spent a lot of money through my companies, and we upgraded it, and today it's a magnificent old age home. But at the back of the old age home there was a little room, and I went there, and there were all these old people sitting, and I asked them, what is this? So they said to me, this is a frail care center. So there were people sitting on chairs waiting to die, and I nearly collapsed. I said, this is unacceptable, I would give up everything to make their lives, a lot more happier and a lot more comfortable. So we started the Dr. Hassen Adams Foundation, and we rebuilt a brand new frail care center together with the Table Bay Hotel. And today, we have a state-of-the-art frail care center helped by Shawco from a medical point of view. And it's been such a happy event that just recently the minister came to give me an award for what we've done. And I said to him, I'm not doing this because I have to. I do it because I want to. I enjoy, reaching out to those who haven't got. And I think, there is a desperate need to reach out to the aged. We seem to think that when people get old, you must forget about them. I think that's when they're in their most desperate times of need. They need people to give them the TLC and to produce the comfort. After all, we're here because of them. If it wasn't because of our parents and our grandparents, we wouldn't be here. And they've sacrificed their lives for us, so why should we just, ignore them and dump them? And that's what the Guineas is now going to be all about. It's about caring for the ages. All the charities that we get out of it, we will try and do the similar sort of old age home upgrade and frail care centers in other townships of the needy. All the sponsors or co-sponsors that we've had for the Guineas, all the smaller races, everybody's virtually come on board. So now we're going to sell tables in the Peninsula Room for 10,000 rand a table, and that's a contribution towards the old age people, and we'll have a big auction there. And basically what we're going to do is come up with a concept where each table will be given a title. So if Standard Bank buys a table, there will be a Standard Bank bonsai plant, which signifies life, even though it gets smaller. And I thought of this idea because when the minister gave me this award, there was this lady of 100 years old. She just turned 100. And she was that small, and I think, but she was full of life still. And I said to myself, why? Wow. And he turned around and says, you've given her life. I said, no, I don't give life. God gives life, And all of us needs to work towards making it easier for these people. So we will be placing a bonsai tree on every table with the name of the donor of the table, and we'll put that next to the bed of all of these people in all of these old age homes. So that's just one of the concepts. We'll have an auction, and so if people want a table, please contact me, and let's reach out to those in need. Can I just make it quite clear, although this is an initiative driven by GPI and myself, I think racing contributes a lot to it. So, when people say we have an elitist sport, these are the things that we can throw in front of them and say, can you see what we do for everybody? So thank you to racing, and thank you to you guys in management for accommodating things like this. I really appreciate it. And let's hope we make it a successful Christmas for those people. Just think about it, for every little contribution, we can make their lives quite happy.
So as you heard from Dr. Adams, exciting stuff ahead with great causes in terms of promoting the elderly. As you heard, there's going to be something for everyone on the day, and the 17th of December is a day that you need to diarise as the part of our Summer of Champions theme as we continue to build up into the super season here in the Western Cape.